Hey guys, yeah, I've made another trip around the sun. I've made a lot of these trips. So yeah, today's my birthday. I'm really happy to be here with you. I'm really enjoying life, and I'm enjoying the beauty of life and the good things in life. That's what I'm trying to focus on. There's a lot of ugliness out there and a lot of depravity, a lot of gross stuff that is really being pushed on us by our culture. And well, let's take a look at this. Here's a couple articles. They're related. I guess there were some beauty pageants recently. First, we had Miss Alabama. Who is Miss Alabama 2024? Sarah Milken hits back after being called unhealthy. Miss Alabama winner Sarah Milken has hit back at her trolls who have criticized her weight. The 23-year-old, yeah, she's only 23, was delighted to learn she won the crown in the National American Miss Pageant with an Instagram post showcasing the achievement. I'm so honored to introduce myself as your National Miss Alabama 2024, she wrote, adding it was a dream that has been 8 years in the making. All right. And then on the same day, we get this story. Now we go from Alabama, we go to Maryland. Who is Bailey Ann Kennedy, first trans Miss USA? Bailey Ann Kennedy made history by becoming the first transgender woman to be crowned Miss Maryland USA. The event took place on June 1st at the Bethesda North Marriott Hotel and Conference Center. Who is Bailey Ann Kennedy? Bailey Ann Kennedy is a 31-year-old Cambodian American military wife. In addition to being the first transgender Miss Maryland USA, she's also the first Asian American and the first military spouse to win the title. It just has it all there, right? Just has it all. Yeah, I guess my first reaction is kind of like, okay, they're doing this. So they're doing this. Do they ever have winners in a beauty contest anymore who are not people of color, obese, or dude? Do they? Is that even an option anymore? It's getting a little bit old, but they're still doing this for sort of a shock value. That's really what they want to do here. And the reason for this, I know we get a good chuckle out of this, but years ago I went to the Seattle Modern Art Museum. Actually, it was just the art museum, but they had a modern art exhibit, which is, as you imagine, just totally gross. And there was a toilet with some shit in it, and that was an exhibit. And I loved it because that really exemplifies what the artists, the community that pushes this sort of thing, they really do value and worship shit, ugliness, depravity, everything. This is all what they stand for. We had a certain politician in Spain of a certain community that took photos of himself literally eating shit. And then when he got pushback on it, oh, I'm a victim, everyone's homophobic. Remember? This is a culture. And part of what the left has done, and this is not new, it goes back to the early 20th century with modern art, it was trying to deconstruct beauty and goodness. Because you think about it, let's just take a step back. What's the purpose of a beauty contest? Well, originally it was to have beautiful young girls. It was sort of the ideal where they're healthy, thin, faces are symmetrical. And why was that valued? Because that represents health. That represents fertility. You know, a girl that's young and in shape, she's probably going to be able to have babies easier, babies that are healthy and are intelligent. And this is wired into us biologically as men, what we're attracted to. So I think within ourselves, there's a desire to become more than just animals on the earth. You know, animals like my dog Button will eat poop, right? We want to be more than that. We want to live more than just as animals in the mud. We want to aspire higher. And in Western civilization, you saw that, for example, in our architecture in the Middle Ages. Gothic architecture reached for the heavens. Now, not everyone lived that way, but that was the goal. But then modern art came, and modern architecture was ugliness, and it really impacts your soul. And when I lived in Budapest, I realized that people said that architecture really makes a difference in your life, and it does. And the old communist architecture, brutalism, was depressing, and there's still some of that around, but everyone hates it. And the new architecture is beautiful, and it's a lot of the Gothic architecture, and it elevates you. Just walking around it makes you feel happy. And this is really the war that's happening. So this beauty contest, yeah, they don't really mean much on themselves, right? Like who really cares? You never remember a beauty contest winner. But it at one point it represented our ideal, trying to reach for beauty. Whereas the people that control us now, they elevate and they worship perversion and ugliness. Whereas the Christian concept was life and beauty. These people, they hate beauty. They worship death and decay. This is what they're all about. This is what they're trying to push on us. And you see this all the time. Let's see, and I'll tell you this right now. Just think in a modern movie, for example, if you had a family that was a white father and mother who had their children attend church, right? So they showed a family like that. What's the most likely scenario that they're going to be? Are they going to be the good guys, or they're going to be evil Nazis? Well, obviously they're going to be portrayed as evil Nazis. Now there's another movie I saw the previews for. I didn't watch it, but it was a white man, homosexual that was, I think, with some other, I think it was an Asian homosexual, and they had adopted an Asian daughter. Okay, now is that family, are they going to be shown as good and desirable or wicked? Well, obviously they're the heroes. And this is the fundamental premise of the people that control us. They really fundamentally, because I do believe in the spirit realm, they fundamentally are doing this is satanic. They're doing it for their father, which is the devil. They may not realize this, and that they may not, literally worship Satan, but this is what it is. Because Satan fundamentally is just inversion. Satan can't create, he can just destroy. And that's sort of what these SJWs are. And we see it all the time in our film and movies. You get something beautiful, pure, kids love. They take a hold of, and they make it profane and dirty and gross. It'd be like an example. You have a talented kid at the beach that can build a beautiful sandcastle, and the stupid bully that doesn't have any talent, all he can do is kick the sandcastle down. This is what we have. This is what we call our deconstructors in society. So they push all this stuff on us to try to demoralize us, to try to spit in our faces. And really, it's not even us. It's that they hate God is fundamentally what the issue is. And so how we go about fixing this, I always remember this Bible verse from this guy I'm named after, Paul, Apostle Paul. And he wrote, he said, "And now, dear brothers and sisters," we're all brothers and sisters in Christ, "one final thing, fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about the things that are excellent and worthy of praise." And I think that's a very important thing for us to do. Yes, we're surrounded by a lot of people that hate us. They hate our people, our ethnicity. They hate our Christianity. And they try to bring ugliness in our lives. They're doing this as a way to mock us. But what the Apostle Paul said, and this is nothing new, is we need to put our minds on stuff that is beautiful, that is pure, that is good. And I try to remind myself of this, because otherwise, if you look at so much evil, it eventually corrodes your soul. Your eyes are a window to your soul, and you can't look at this ugliness too long. If you look at it too long, it's going to impact you. It's going to hurt you. So yeah, this ugliness exists out there, and they push it on us. They try to laugh as they do this. So we have a beautiful painting, and they're like, "Ha, I have a toilet with shit in it. What are you going to do about it?" All right, but we don't have to focus on it. We know these are grubby little people that can't do anything. But we don't need to act shocked. We just need to feel more sympathy for these people. Hopefully they'll find God, but we need to look at the stuff that is beautiful and pure. And that's how I want to spend my remaining days, looking at stuff that is good, thinking good thoughts. Talk to you guys later.